Want to go for a tour of Peachtree City's Glenloch Village?
Let's go for a drive. So we're starting our driving tour of Glenloch Village right here at Battery Way.
So right behind us is Lake Peachtree. It's one of the 3 lakes in Peachtree City, and it's a happening spot. It's very quiet today.
So this is probably one of the most popular places to go park-wise in Peachtree City is right here at Battery Way.
Lake Peachtree behind us is where you're going to be able to see the fireworks on the 4th of July. Around Lake Peachtree, you can actually drive your golf cart or walk almost all the way around the lake.
This is one of the places we'll come and park, and if you want to just have a nice little stroll, this is one of our favorite places to do that.
So just down from Lake Peachtree and Battery Way is Spyglass Island.
So Spyglass Island, they recently made, I wouldn't really call it a bridge, but they made access to go over to it. I remember years ago, kids would play around and get on their canoes and canoe over to it and have a good time. That's also a really good place to go watch the fireworks from as well.
It is. And it's where a pecan orchard used to be.
So I have seen people over there gather some pecans off the ground.
It's a very southern thing to do. Go home and make a pecan pie.
So the question is it a pecan pie or a pecan pie?
Correct.
The joke is the pecan is what you put under your bed at night.
Says a southern boy.
So we are going, what neighborhood is this, baby? This is
Fisher's Bank.
Fisher's Bank.
There's several different communities within Fisher's Bank. Most of these homes were built in the 1980s. You have some that actually have a view of the lake over that way. And of course, that real estate is going to be a little pricier than the other homes.
So on this side of the lake, you can buy a house lakefront. I'm doing that with quotation marks because there is the golf cart path between the homes that are on the lake and the lake. And so you officially don't have lakefront property, but you have a beautiful view. If you're on the other side of the lake and you were on the lake, then you actually have boating rights.
Yeah, so you have that golf cart path in between you.
You have that golf cart path.
So you also have the view of that, depending on your landscape.
So you can be sitting on the back porch, thoroughly enjoying the lake, but you can have joggers and walkers and golf carts going in between you and the lake. So taking a left here on Kelly Drive.
Which is also McIntosh Trail. Long story, but they are both.
It's both basically the same road. Somewhere in here, there's a line where it changes names. I'm not exactly positive where it is. But you see on our left is Huddleston Elementary School.
And this is home of Huddleston Hounds.
And you will find Huddleston's been around for a long time. It's one of the older elementary schools in town. And you will talk to many adults, and they are proud to announce that they wear a Huddleston Hound.
Way back when.
Way back in the day. This is also the 4th of July parade ends right about here.
It does.
Is where it ends. And a great place. We're coming up to a stop sign. That is an amazing place to actually, that's where the parade takes a turn, and that's a really good place to stop and watch, but it's also very popular, so there'll be a lot of other people there watching as well.
So we are actually taking a left here onto Peachtree Parkway. Now this is Peachtree Parkway South. So when we refer in our videos to Parkway South or Parkway North, you've got Highway 54 that runs east and west. So we're turning here. Over to our right is a very popular neighborhood called McIntosh Corners.
And we have a video on that, a nice tour of that neighborhood, so please check that out.
And that's actually where I grew up, so I'm a little partial. But a very popular neighborhood. It is, everybody loves to go there for Halloween, and it is on the light tour list for holiday lights. Because everyone decorates.
Well, and they do a great job at twice during Christmas they do illuminati bags, and it's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous to drive through there.
And these homes, they're all built by John Wheeland. There's a cohesiveness in the neighborhood. Some people love that, others don't, in terms of the homes looking somewhat similar. But most of the homes were built in the early 80s. So we're going south on the Parkway, and we are turning right onto Wingate.
And just in front of us is Huddleston Pond. Huddleston Pond has really fond memories for me. Growing up, my grandfather lived, maybe only like 200 yards away. And I would, back in the day, I'm 52. Back in the day, you let, 6-year-olds walk down to the lake by themselves. Nobody does that hardly anymore. But I remember walking down to Huddleston Pond and fishing on my own at probably 5, 6 years old, and that's where I caught my very first fish. So very fond memories are there. And
it's very popular because there is actually a trail around the pond, and so it's not unusual to see people. Of course, you're going to see golf carts, but see people walking,
fishing, walking. They got a great one of those outdoor workout stations.
They do,
where you can do pull-ups and push-ups and all kinds of other stuff. But it's an outdoor workout station. Got a little bit of video of that. Now, we didn't turn there, but just a short drive from here is Glenloch Recreation Center. So here we are at the Glenloch Recreation Complex. There's a lot going on here. There's community gardens, there's a skateboard park, there's basketball court, there's tennis courts.
There's a splash pad, there's a pool. There's also a building back there where they host dances and different activities like that.
Oh, and don't forget the soccer fields.
Oh yeah, that's huge. Yeah, on a Saturday morning in the fall, this place is packed out with intramural sports.
So just across from, a short little drive or even a short little walk from Glenloch Recreation Center is Laurel Brook, and we've got a video on that. Please check that out. Yeah, that's one of Peachtree City's newest live, work, and play communities. The homes range in price starting in the upper 700s. Small lots, well-built homes. It's a luxury neighborhood, and it's a really pretty neighborhood. If that's something you're interested in, give us a call, and we'd be happy to show you a home over there. So we are turning off of Robinson Road. So we went from Wingate to Robinson Road, and now we are on Stagecoach, and we are driving to the brand new Booth Middle School. It opened just a year and a half ago? It hasn't been long. No, it just opened this last year. Okay, so I'm off. I'm off by a few months. I think it was just this last year. Time goes so fast. So the old booth, I remember being in junior high and going to the old booth for a wrestling match. It was getting old. It needed to be retired. Yeah, and it's on the Parkway, South Parkway, so they are using that in a different way. But now, and you'll see the golf cart path on our right. It's not unusual for people to be driving to the school on the golf cart, but you'll see the cars here lined up for pickup. But it really is a great school. I've not been inside the new one yet, but they've got a wonderful track, a great football field. They've got some space back there, and they're fully utilizing it. Yeah, and it's got a great reputation, as do all the Peachtree City schools. So the kids from Booth will then go on to McIntosh High School if they stay in the same. If they don't redistrict between now and the time you watch this video. And they don't move, then they will go to McIntosh High School. So coming up on our right is actually the church we go to. Carriage Lane Presbyterian. Now, if you are interested in a church in Peachtree City, no matter what denomination, we pretty much have everything here in town.
We really do, and if they're not right in Peachtree City, they're right across. There is a Catholic parish right across from Carriage Lane.
You can actually see.
Yes.
You can actually see the Catholic Church from this church.
Yeah, they're diagonal from each other. As Dave said, there is almost every denomination in Peachtree City or right outside of Peachtree City.
Or very, very close. Very, very close. So we are now back on Highway 54 and we are heading east. And on our right is
Peachtree City East Shopping Center. There used to be a Steinmart over here, so you're going to see that building. They have yet to decide what is taking the place of Steinmart there.
Hopefully something pretty soon. I'm excited to see.
Yeah.
This is one of the bigger Starbucks on your left as we turn in. That actually used to be a Fuddruckers.
Way back.
Way back in the day. So it is a really big Starbucks. We actually go there and meet with clients fairly regularly, maybe to discuss a strategy on a home, because there's always a place where you can sit down at a table because it is so large.
Yeah. And then, of course, you've got Publix. There is two Publix in Peachtree City. This is one of them. And then you've got a battery store. You've got Orange Theory. There is a Dunkin' Donuts in the parking lot.
There's also a brand new Hawaiian restaurant that I am jonesing to go to, and I just haven't been there yet, so I'm gonna have to make that happen here pretty soon.
Yeah, he likes his Hawaiian barbecue.
Some of my favorite memories of going to Hawaii is having some Hawaiian barbecue. It's the beach, number one, and then of course some of the food there was excellent. There's also an Italian restaurant here that we've enjoyed over the years.
Italian Oven. That I think actually came in the 90s in this shopping center, and that's been there. A lot of people love it. You hear mixed reviews, honestly.
We've had good meals there, but we also know what to order and what not to order because
Yeah.
we've ordered some things we didn't like. It's not my favorite Italian restaurant, but it's a good Italian restaurant. So we're pulling up to this light. Across the other side of the light is another shopping center, but that is another
Village.
That's another village. So that's going to be another video. So we'll save that. Now we're going to turn left. But if
and this is Highway 54.
This is Highway 54.
One of your main highways, and it runs east and west.
Now we're going to turn left, but if you did turn right, you would go to Longboat neighborhood, just about a mile on the right. And we have a wonderful video about that. We were actually the very first people to buy a home in Longboat.
We were. They started in 2012. And there are 46 homes now. They had 24 in phase one, and in 2017, 2018, they did phase two. They are all brick homes. They are larger homes. I think the smallest footprint in there is about 3,700 square feet. They do have a lake. It's been a very popular community.
They call it a lake, I call it a pond.
Tomato, tomato. It is a separate village, but you have Sprouts on our right, and then when we referenced before, it's kind of behind the trees, but is a Catholic church.
And the next door neighbor to the Catholic church is McIntosh High School. In fact, they work well with each other. If McIntosh has something going on, they need extra parking. A lot of times the Catholic Church will allow them to use their parking lot and vice versa.
Well, and sometimes even for some honors and AP luncheons, the Catholic Church has hosted, which has been really nice.
There's been just a good mutual partnership there.
Yeah.
We're heading west on Highway 54, and coming up on our right might be one of the restaurants that most people think about as a teenager and enjoying. We've got Dairy Queen. It was recently renovated, maybe 7 or 8 years ago. It's a nice Dairy Queen inside.
Yep, and there's an eye doctor right there. They have a good reputation. So we are getting ready to approach Peachtree Crossing and Peachtree Point. They pretty much merged together.
It's actually two different shopping centers, but when you pull in there, it feels like one.
So as you'll see, on our right is McDonald's, on our left is Chick-fil-A. You cannot come to Peachtree City and not see a Chick-fil-A. There are 4 of them.
So wherever you move to Peachtree City, there's going to be one pretty close by, maybe more than one pretty close by to where you live.
So the founder of Chick-fil-A, Truett Cathy, lived not too far from Peachtree City in Jonesboro, and the original is by the airport.
Now, we just passed Big Daddy's. That's a great place for some seafood.
It's not fancy at all.
It is very, not fancy.
Very casual.
And there are two dining rooms, one for smoking and one for not smoking. So beware of that. If you end up at one and you want the other, just go outside and relocate yourself. Over on our right is one of our favorite Chinese foods in town.
Yep, that's Chopsticks.
They do an excellent job. Haven't had a bad meal in there.
And there's an Aveda hair salon there, dry cleaners. Georgia Shrimp is another popular eatery, and they have great seafood. The owners are from South Africa, so some great cuisine there. You can go there for date night. They have dining indoor and out. There's a Hallmark store. I worked at that Hallmark in college, actually, or in summers.
So over on our right is the Fresh Market. Over the years, it's been many different grocery stores, but it's been the Fresh Market for a while.
It has. When we moved back from Dallas in 2012, Fresh Market was here. And they've got a lot of organic produce, some wonderful fresh flowers.
Some meals basically ready to go, where they're pre-prepared for you. You can do a little bit of cutting and chopping, and bam, your dinner's ready.
It's a very popular place on Tuesdays. They have a sale on their chicken and their ground beef. So everybody loves to go there, but it's the antibiotic free. So this day and time is a popular place on Tuesdays.
And right next to the Fresh Market is Island Fin Poke. If you like sushi, poke, of course they don't have sushi, but poke bowls is, to me, just a sushi in a bowl. I love going to Island Fin, and then Amy enjoys their Dole Whip.
Yes, I am not a sushi person, but I sure love the Dole Whip. So that actually concludes our driving tour of the Glenloch Village, which is one of the first villages in Peachtree City. It's not the first, but it's one of the older villages.
So we do have another video on Glenloch Village. We are right now in the process of updating our driving tour videos. But if you check out our channel, we have a driving tour video of each and every village. Check them out, and as the year goes along, we'll get some fresh ones for you.
Yes, and as always, please feel free to reach out if you're relocating to the area or you just kind of want to check out what Peachtree City is all about. We're your team, whether that's in a week or a year from now. Please feel free to text us, call us, email us.
We'd be happy to help you out.